Yeah, the reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Now, the other recognizable name on the roster, Angel Reese, who has got to be absolutely terrified. It is not going to be a good Christmas for the villainous Angel.
When Angel Reese, the queen of sideline antics, revealed her wicked plot to unseat Iowa superstar Caitlin Clark, the WNBA went crazy. She openly declared herself prepared to dethrone Clark as if trash talk alone could bridge the talent difference between them.
There is no one like Caitlin Clark in the history of the WNBA.
For now, Reese's boldness isn't what's most astounding. Rather, it's her courage to take on a player like Clark, whose abilities represent the pinnacle of women's basketball.
Reese was older. I would have gotten on her about what she just said. Because I would have been like, how naive can you be?
Stay tuned, because the sharp contrast between these two athletes isn't just amusing. It's telling whether you think Reese's assertions are more bark than bite.
Camille, this is the most we've ever lost in our life. I only lost 7 games in my last 2 years at LSU. So, it's been hard for me. But adjusting and just kind of have that mindset of, just moving on has been something I try to give myself a little bit of grace.
Angel Reese, let's talk about her for a moment. She has the ability to keep herself in the spotlight, whether it's through flashy moves on the court or publicly criticizing rivals. Who better to target than Caitlin Clark? She has charisma for days, confidence that could light up a dark room, and the knack for keeping herself in the spotlight. Redefining domination in women's basketball, the human highlight rays knows precisely what she's doing. Having a confrontation with the queen is sure to draw attention.
Reese is a wonderful player, but she does not compare to what and who Caitlin Clark is when she's on the basketball floor.
However, let's apply the brakes. Caitlin Clark is the player, not just a good one. Her statistics for her debut season are straight out of a basketball fantasy book: 19.2 points per game, 8.4 assists, and a highlight reel that leaves even the most seasoned pros speechless. Clark transforms basketball into an art form in addition to playing it. Though her 13.6 points per game indicate she isn't exactly a future legend yet, Reese's precision-engineered passes and video game-level three-pointers are impressive.
At what point were you waiting to pull out this kind of a Caitlin Clark?
Caitlin Clark is a hell of a
incredible
player for sure. But I don't take disrespect lightly. And she disrespected Alexis and my girls. South Carolina, they still my SEC girls too. Y'all not gonna disrespect them either. So I wanted to pick her pocket, but I had a moment at the end of the game, and I was in my bag. I was in my moment.
Naturally, Reese isn't going to let her numbers stop her from exercising with David Alexander, who has worked with LeBron James. It's like taking Beethoven piano lessons, but the truth is, impressive workouts don't always translate into success. Clark already knows the basics, the foundation of basketball, and Reese needs to grasp them.
But there's more to it than that.
Critics of Reese's focus frequently point out that she occasionally appears more concerned with marketing agreements and Instagram likes than honing her jump shot.
Angel Reese spoke to the media. She didn't speak to the media after the game against Caitlin Clark.
While Reese's most talked about moment is still this taunt during the NCAA championship that generated more debates than applause, let's not write her off just yet. She is fire, and if there's one thing sports fans love, it's an underdog with a chip on her shoulder. Reese isn't here to play nice. She's here to prove she has what it takes to compete with the best, whether it's stepping up her training or ignoring the critics. She's obviously motivated, but can she back up her lofty claims?
The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
This competition is being devoured by the public as if it were the most popular reality program on TV. Team Clark versus Reese is the ultimate matchup. The WNBA is more exciting than it has been in years because of Reese's fans' love for her unadulterated personality and underdog energy, while Clark's fans appreciate her professionalism and undeniable skill. Raw emotion versus polished precision. But the real deal is that this isn't just about Reese and Clark. It's about what they represent for women's basketball. Clark's dominance and Reese's fierce ambition are attracting new fans to the league, shattering stereotypes, and demonstrating that women's sports can create as much buzz as their male counterparts.
She wins the national title. First thing she does, she mocks Caitlin Clark. And then she doesn't even celebrate with her teammates. So she's made it personal with Caitlin Clark. then she's played off of that. Even Caitlin Clark getting knocked down in that game on Saturday, who's standing up applauding but Angel Reese. So she's sort of embraced a Draymond Green role here.
The forthcoming season will be an amazing show. Every play will be broken down, every shot will be examined, and every reaction will be turned into a meme in Reese's first matchup with Clark. For Reese, it's an opportunity to demonstrate that she is more than just a fearless talker, while for Clark, it's about preserving her position as the undisputed queen. What will be the outcome? In any case, the WNBA wins because this rivalry is more than just basketball. It's a cultural moment, a symbol of the league's expansion, and a showcase of the amazing talent that women's sports have to offer. Rays has the drive, but she has a mountain to climb. Clark, on the other hand, just needs to keep doing what she's been doing, dominating with style and consistency.
Clark's last WNBA playoff game had over 2.6 million viewers, and now we are seeing the ratings dip under 1 million viewers.
Since being close to greatness seems to make one great, Reese's main idea is to train with David Alexander, a top-tier coach who has worked with LeBron James. In the meantime, Clark doesn't require tricks since she's out there putting up stats that make professional players appear inexperienced. Reese, because that's how it works. Reese has a long way to go before she even approaches Clark's level, so she can employ as many trainers as she likes.
Says Clark was chosen for leading the Indiana Fever to their first playoff appearance in 8 years, while breaking the WNBA single-season assist record and earning Rookie of the Year honors. But wait, there's more. She also led the WNBA All-Star Game voting with more than 700,000 ballots and has been credited with an increase in league viewership and attendance.
Not to be overlooked is Danica, Patrick's remarks, which merely fueled the flames the NASCAR driver didn't hold back when she said that Angel's obsession with Caitlin was hurting her more than it was helping him. Angel's jealousy was clear, and it didn't look good. During the 2023 season, Caitlin led Iowa to the NCAA finals and carried them on her back. The pressure of expectation didn't faze her. In fact, it seemed to fuel her court vision. Her ability to predict plays and her unwavering confidence made her the player everyone wanted to watch, even when Iowa lost in the finals. Caitlin, on the other hand, was praised for her grace under pressure and her ability to stay focused despite the noise. It's easy to see why Caitlin is so adored. Caitlin's performance was the talk of the competition. She inspired Angel and did more than just compete. In addition to her off-court antics, which include complaining about WNBA salaries and taking advantage of social media drama, Reese is aware that a ring is on the horizon. She has established a reputation for being loud while she is busy curating her Instagram page and counting her Reebok deal bucks. When it comes to actual basketball, Reese's game has moments of brilliance, but it's more like a flickering candle than Clark's roaring bonfire. Clark is busy doing what really matters, winning. Reese may call herself a disruptor, but all she's really disrupting is her own credibility. Clark is the Stephen Curry of women's basketball. She not only scores, but also orchestrates. She threads passes through defenders and drains threes from unfathomable angles, like she's playing chess while everyone else is stuck on checkers. Reese, and she's still working on her jump.
Now, jealous WNBA players will have the opportunity to earn that credit. Now, players like Angel Reese, they will be given the chance to test their star power.
Fast forward to the WNBA's rookie seasons. With an average of 19.2 points and 8.4 assists per game, Clark came in like a cyclone and led rookies. Even though Reese scored 13.6 points, the gap is still very noticeable. Clark didn't only appear, she also lit the league on fire. Reese is still learning how to hold her own, but Clark's unbeatable mentality, rather than just her numbers, is what makes her so successful. Reese, on the other hand, has a tendency to break down when it counts. She certainly has heart, but heart by itself doesn't win games, and it most surely doesn't dethrone a player. Under pressure, she puts on incredible performances game after game. Let's go back to Reese's most notable incident, the notorious insult that occurred during the NCAA championship. You recall the motion that said, "You can't see me," directed at Clark as Reese was busy posturing for the cameras? While Clark was busy creating history, Reese found the situation embarrassing. Although she felt she was taking center stage, Reese actually accomplished nothing more than highlight her own insecurities. The 2017 NBA season is expected to be exciting primarily because of Reese's ability to stir up controversy. Fans are split between teams, with Reese's team supporting her underdog spirit and Team Clark recognizing the true spirit when they see it, although this is a spectacle rather than a rivalry. Reese's greatest obstacle isn't Caitlin Clark, rather, it's herself. She needs to quit chasing attention and start pursuing excellence. Until then, Clark will continue to make history while Reese continues to make noise. And let's face it, we all know which one will be remembered.